Hello, welcome to the Sips and Smut podcast and to the 12 Days of Smutmas. I am Jordan,
Hi, Maddie.
and today we are going to be talking about He Knows When You're Awake by Alta Hensley, which is this book right here. And it is part two or book two out of the Stalking in a Winter Wonderland series that Alta
Which
Hensley
we're here
has.
for.
Yeah, we're all about that. And I like that it's festive. It's a festive stalker moment.
And this one is festive.
Well, the
It's
other
very
one's festive
festive.
too.
They both are, yeah.
Yeah, their tie into Christmas is really good. I like how it does
Hmm.
that. And it's not a really long story. What I mean by long is like 300 plus pages. If it's over
Yeah,
300
it's not
pages,
like
then
something
I'm
like
not.
ACOTAR or Fourth Wing or like those
Yeah.
big chunky girls.
Yeah, those
Those
thick
thick
books.
girls.
Yeah, these
No,
are
this is a
slimmer.
quicker read. Hmm.
This is
These
an
are like a
hourglass.
solid like average read, I feel like. Like just a good one, take you a couple days with work and family and stuff to get
Hmm.
through.
Yeah, I agree with that. And depending
Yeah.
on how you're reading it, Kindle, hard copy, or Audible, so or not just Audible, but audiobook, in general, it's pretty good. So to set the scene here, if you've read the first one, you'll know who Sloane is. If you haven't, you should probably stop and go read the first one because it's essential kind of to go into to this
Just
one.
to know who like Sloane is and the beginning of the
Chloe and
book where
Jack,
she
like
talks to Chloe. Yeah.
the backstory of some of the characters, and it kind of flows into the next thing because it does tie in to the first book quite a lot. So stop now and go read
And
the
go read that
first
one.
book, and then you can listen to this instead if you don't want to read the next one, whichever you want to do. But
I listened to it this time just with work and stuff to get through it
mhm.
because I don't
So
have as much time to sit and read.
at this point, it's after Chloe and Jack get together, and now it's Sloane
Is it a
and
year later? I feel like it's like a year after Chloe and Jack, would you say?
yeah, I don't think it's like it's that far apart. I just know Sloane stayed at the place that Chloe worked, which was Moth and Flame. It's a
Yes.
place. It's a jewelry company. Um, and I think Chloe still works there as
I think
a
she does as like the
influencer.
influencer, but I think
Yeah,
it's the year after because they talked about they're more of like established. In the first book, they do have their first Christmas together.
that's
In
right.
this book, they seem like a more established couple
Yeah,
in this
that's
book.
right. Because Sloane was talking about not going to her families, and she went in the last one. So
Yeah.
because she's backed up with work. So Sloane is a jewelry designer,
Which
and
I love that aspect of this. I
same.
want the jewelry line from this.
Yes, I was all about that jewelry line once she
So was
talks
I.
about
It's
it.
like a BDSM jewelry line. I was like,
But here's the problem though. So
okay. Nope.
she's working for a bigger company, right? That does jewelry and they have a very certain aesthetic. So they
Yeah,
weren't
Muscle Slam is like, just like
yeah.
the average, like I
Yeah.
don't know how to say it in like basic white girl jewelry. That's
Well,
kind of
I
what it
would
seemed
say
like.
middle-aged woman jewelry, like safe jewelry,
Yeah,
stuff you wear to
it's
work,
safe.
safe jewelry, nothing exciting
They're
per
not
se.
innovative. They're not edgy at all.
No, and there might be more, it's might be more classical stuff, just twist like done in a different way to make it a bit
Yeah,
more modern looking.
but
Because I
it's like
remember,
meh.
yeah, because I remember Chloe doing a few things and I'm like, that does sound cute, but I personally wouldn't wear it. So that's kind of like
Yeah.
what the vibe I was getting out of that. So then as Sloane has been like drawing some concepts and different stuff on the side, and she tried to present it to Jasmine and to her other peers, and they all were like, because they're not
Yeah.
real big on individuality and having a different
No,
concept and
it's
taking
too
on.
edgy.
And enter in the billionaire who basically was stalking her.
What a bummer.
Yeah, well, yeah, such a bummer to have a billionaire stalk you and
Yeah, it's gonna
want
be
you
a
to work
really
for him.
hard life. We should probably take a second to feel sorry for her. Okay, that's over.
So his name is Cole Asher. So I'm just gonna call him Asher. So
What a solid billionaire name though.
it really is. Like I was surprised. I
Yeah.
was like, I actually
Look
like
at
this
that.
name.
That's
I like
a
that comment.
sturdy name.
Hmm.
Well, especially because you and I have talked about so many books right now. Everybody is Sloan. I feel like, like when your kids go to school and you're like, why is every kid named whatever? It's like Hercules. Remember when every girl was named Brittany? Like, I feel
Whenever
like
a few
on the
years ago,
books
whenever a
right
girl was
now,
named Brittany and Jason. Yeah.
all the boys were named Jason.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just feels like that a little bit. Everybody's named Sloan. So Cole Asher was like a kind of a refreshing name that stood out to me
As
because of
as a
that.
male lead. as a male lead, yeah.
That's a solid name.
But I am a little frustrated that the female is Sloane again. Like this is
I
what
know.
books fifth or
I think this is
sixth.
like fifth or sixth for us of Sloane,
It
which is it's nothing against the author. It's just
that name's used a
everybody's
lot.
used Sloane right now.
Like it's in look just an example because we're so you're not thinking like oh yeah, you're like no no no, it's in a lot of books. So
Got a lot of books.
Ruthless Creatures by J.T.
Yeah.
Gessinger, Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. What was the other song? Oh, and it was the one by Savar Miller and
Uh,
Emily
yeah.
McIntyre. That was we read that in January for our book club. That the main character in that one, Sloane.
Yeah.
That's three just off the top of my head. This one's Sloane, and then I think there was one other one that I can't remember.
There's another one, and I can't remember. I'm trying to go back through my thing, but there's another one that's a Sloane too. And you and I have been saying that
We're
we're
like,
like,
what is with
God,
the name
everybody is
Sloane?
Sloane.
Well, not Ruthless Creatures. She got introduced in Creatures. It
Um,
was Carnal Urges. Sorry.
Carnal Urges was her book, but yeah, she got introduced in the first one. But
Yeah,
everybody is named Sloane.
yeah. I'm
All
like,
the girls are named Brittany.
mm.
So
I was
authors pick
pick
some
a
different
different name. Pick a different
names.
name, please. No more Sloan.
No more
If
Sloane.
it,
I'm over
please,
the Sloane.
yeah, if we could get that away from there.
Yeah,
So Sloan,
I agree.
she's imaginative, beautiful, has this great ideas,
Hmm.
getting shot down by the woman instead of the man, technically,
I
and
did like that piece because it's usually a man and it usually ends up being like
a whole
a
sexist thing.
gender thing. Yeah, and I liked that her boss was a woman.
And
And
it's
I
just
think she feared more Sloane's talent than
yeah,
anything.
that was apparent.
Yeah.
And just from the
Yeah.
way that they described Jasmine in the first book, Jasmine is the owner of Moth and Flame, just to clarify.
Hmm.
Uh, she doesn't seem like she's real open to much. It didn't seem like she
No,
was,
it's her way or the highway, it kind of
yeah,
seems
it's
like.
very much that, which I get in some instances in companies and stuff like that. But I'm like, if you want to grow
You
and
know,
expand and keep evolving, you kind of have to do other things.
yeah. Do you know what it reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of like what Anna Wintour is for Vogue, how she really shapes the fashion world. What she says goes.
Hmm.
But it's somebody with that attitude without like the backup of a giant brand like Vogue. It's like a subpar brand that
I
does
agree with that.
like mid jewelry, and she thinks she's hot stuff.
I agree with that because my
Yeah.
goodness, yeah, I
She was
didn't.
on a she was on some power trips.
There was a couple moments where I was like, oh, I really hope Sloane, makes her eat every bit of those
Yeah.
words. So
You and I talked about she would have made a really good villain for this book.
yeah, she's not the main. She's like a sub
She's
villain.
yeah, she's a sub-villain, but I mean, she was a good sub-villain. She could
Hmm.
have made a good main villain too.
Hmm. So I don't. We're not gonna spoil
I
too
just hate
much on
her.
that. Yeah, I just don't like her either.
I don't like
So
her.
so Asher, he creates the environment to insert himself into Sloane's life. So I think she's at a bar with Chloe. They're chit
Yeah,
chatting or whatever, and so
like
he
everything from
makes
the meet cute.
where he
He
has
knew
like
exact. Yeah.
strategically done because he's like, I want this woman. And funnily enough, his friend, which was what was his friend's name?
Um,
I forget. Did I write his name down?
I know I want to say Holt, but I know it's not Holt.
Well, he has a friend slash bodyguard that helps him find
Yeah,
stuff, and he's kind of like, you're kind of obsessing about this girl, and he's like, so your point? He's like, fine, whatever. So he's getting paid to be there, so he helped get that started. Like he's had a drink spill on his suit. It's very funny in a way because he's
yeah.
like drink on a suit, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry,
It's
and
kind of funny for something that's orchestrated for it to come like that, where they like bump into each other, they spill the drink. Like it's a very perfectly orchestrated meet cute.
hmm he does a good job. I was like, that's
He
actually
does a very
very
good job.
very impressive. And then as it continues
I
on,
liked
he's
him
like
a
off.
lot in this book.
He sees her again. He makes the offer. But I love this that she's not dumb about it. Like she's careful
No,
and she's like, I feel like there's more to this. I feel like you're
she's
watching
very
me.
observant. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I feel like she's kind of like you and I, if we were placed in that situation, we were like, I see some red flags here, but like I've also read enough to be like, do I do I think these are real red flags? Or like, am I okay with this? So I want to talk about like before he makes the offer, they meet at this bar and then some stuff happens. And we got to talk about that because I think that was probably one of my favorite parts of
Okay,
this
go
book.
for it. Yeah, go for it.
So they meet at this bar and then she gets this email. Was it the same night or like the next day, whatever it was? She gets this email and it's like, hey, we've seen your work. We want to fly you out to Switzerland and you meet with our CEO and pitch this. And so she goes on. Of course, it's not commercial because Daddy Archer doesn't play around with like Delta. He's she's in a private jet. Flies her out to Stade,
Mm-hmm.
Switzerland for one night
Mm-hmm.
and orchestrates everything from like he rents out half of like an entire wing of the hotel so there's no one there. He has dinner prepared. Like they go on a sleigh ride. I literally was reading that in bed with my husband and looking at him and being like, ugh,
Well, here's the
you
thing.
did
Well,
nothing.
rewind. She got the email and she's talking to Chloe about it. That's why they're meeting.
Yeah.
And then she bumps into him. And then lo and behold, when she goes on this trip, she takes that leap. She meets him and it clues in like, oh,
Oh,
that was not an
that probably
accident.
wasn't an accident.
And now
And
and then
she's like, but do I care?
well, she goes back.
He's hot.
She does have a
She
panic
has a
moment.
moment.
Yeah, which is fair because I mean,
But
suddenly
I
you
do
see,
love Chloe, who's like, I mean, he might be a murderer, but I'm also kind of here for it because I doubt it. Like, what are the odds of him being a murderer? But like, maybe text me when you get there just in case.
yeah, the way that she was selling it to Sloane. Sloane's like, you're not helping, but
I know, I
also
loved
he's
that.
he's willing to pay for all this and do all this. Woman, come on now.
Right? I want to go to Switzerland for free.
Shoot, a whole hotel wing and a sleigh ride.
I
Hell's
know my husband worked with somebody who for his wife's 25th anniversary took I think it was like Rockport, Massachusetts is where they planned their vacation. And I was like,
rock. Okay.
Rockport for 25 years. So it was kind of like the anti Rockport. And my husband and I just financially are probably more in the Rockport group than we are in Stad. And I would like to be more on the Stad side.
Yeah, so I'm glad that she went because it was interesting reading and kind of living in her shoes of like this magical moment. And it was really cool.
And
It's a
it's
very,
so over the top.
very wintry, like magical, romantic, a lot of romance
Super
there.
romantic
I was like,
for
dang, dude.
somebody that you've never, I mean, honestly,
But he's been watching her for a while.
he has because he's been stalking her for a while. But at the same point, like if I was her, I would have showed up and been like, "You're kind of weird. This is weird. This is romantic, and we just met." But I did love how she was like, "F it, I'm here. Like, let's
Like I'm
go."
enjoying this. Well, she also like threw a couple back. Was like, all right, I got this. Like I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
she had a backbone, which I
Yeah,
really enjoyed. Well, I mean,
that's true.
honestly, the Sloanes that we've read all have backbones, so
That is fitting.
popular name, but they do have
Yeah.
backbones.
So that was the one thing I really appreciate about this character. She wasn't, you know how some female leads are like, oh, ooh,
Ugh.
ah, and they
Yeah,
just no, they don't really connect the dots. She connected immediately, and
she was like, "Wait a minute."
she was still on the defensive. Like she prepared, like was ready to like fight him if necessary. So I will give
She
her
was kind of
that.
on the defensive. I feel like majority of the book, she was like, this is weird.
Yeah, that's
Why
fair.
are there cameras everywhere? I mean, I guess I get it because I'm working with like really high-end gems, but like, this is weird.
Let's explain that. So
Okay.
he makes the offer. I
Hmm.
mean, she doesn't have a whole huge window to
Well,
accept because
I
the
guess we should
deadline
probably
is
say
like,
what the offer is.
yeah.
She quits her job because she wants to branch out on her own, start her own jewelry line because she's
Hmm.
extremely talented. And Matsuo Flame is just like, man, we hate your stuff. Please keep
Hmm.
doing boring, basic things. So she quits. And he wants her to design an entire collection for him in like a month.
Less than that because
It's like obscene.
it's New Year's, like it's announcing New Year's Eve,
And
like
it's
day or
like
whatever.
beginning of December.
Yeah, so
So
they do
she's
this
on a
whole
time
wintry
crunch.
thing, and then they're like, all right, you got two and a half weeks to get this done. So that's why there's so many cameras and stuff, and that's what he tells her. That's a good
Yeah,
reason,
which does make sense.
but he's still watching her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but so basically she's gonna live with him in a
What a
penthouse
In the
but her
pet house. What
but
a
her
bummer.
but her own room, and she has her own workshop, and he has every single thing a jewelry master creator or whatever
I
wants. So
mean,
he
he
has it all
went,
set.
there was no stops that he didn't pull for that, like designer area.
Yeah,
And I
he
can't get my husband to finish our laundry room reno. So
well,
lame.
I I was in shock. I would have really liked to see all that. And
Hmm.
honestly, I want what is it? It was called I wrote it down. Hang on. Hang on. Midnight Frost collection.
Ooh, yes. I really did like that.
I was like, can is there did Ulta by any chance get some made? Because I'd buy it. I'd be wearing that. Midnight
Can
Frost.
I buy this at Macy's?
It's like
Like,
I would wear it the
I
way
would,
that
well,
what I
the way
saw
she
in my head. It
describes
looks
it,
yeah. It was sexy,
it
but
was sexy, it was edgy.
it wasn't like crude, and it wasn't over the top. Like you
No,
could
it
wear it
was,
everywhere.
you would wear it everywhere. And really, it's kind of, it struck me as one of those things that, like, if you know, you know.
Hmm.
And if you don't know,
It's
you would
still a
never know.
pretty piece. Yeah.
It's still a pretty piece, but you wouldn't understand it. And if you are in the BDSM life, I guess, you would see it for what it is. Like, there's different pieces. I liked the one necklace that you could change the tension on.
Hmm.
And, what I loved is Sloane talking about how it felt empowering giving up some of that control in the jewelry, and how, yes, it was submissive in a lot of ways. But I mean, let's be honest, in that relationship, like a BDSM relationship, so much of that power lies with the sub.
Hmm. Because there's a lot of consent involved,
There's a lot of
and
consent involved. Yeah.
holders in place, and making sure to not cross certain lines.
Yeah.
But I really I want to see this like
I want to
live.
see this
I
jewelry.
want to see this
Yeah,
in person. Like I was
I want to
sold.
buy it.
I was like,
But I need like a
eh,
cheaper version because I
yeah,
can't buy like the real diamond ones that New
yeah,
York's high society would buy. So
yeah,
like if
yeah.
you
Maybe
somebody could do
make
it
an
cheaper.
everyday version, please.
Maybe like CZ would be cool.
Alta, Miss Hensley, would you please like see if a jeweler would
Please,
design it for you, please? Because I would
pretty
definitely
please.
buy one.
I
It would
really
be.
like it. Yeah.
I feel like
Every
she would do
piece she
very well with
designed.
it.
So do
Honestly,
I. I feel like everything she designed, everything she was talking about, I was like, I freaking love this.
even one like that would be really cool.
Hmm.
Like that would be
Hmm.
neat to see, but it's like in black, like a black and white type of thing, like a shimmer.
Yeah.
Oh, sold, sold. I'd buy it.
Amen.
Take my money. Like I'd be that. Like
Not
what
that
is this?
not that we
The
have any, but like you
the
can have what we have.
yeah. Like take my lint. Here you go.
Here's my tray. I found this in my couch cushion. It'd be
Like,
like the guy for the Progressive commercials. I got you $1. Like,
yeah. I was like I kind of wish they had illustrations of it just so I could like.
I know, just so I could like visualize it because I was really, really into the jewelry.
Me too. I was like, dang. All right. So then it gets into the reason it's such a like a time crunch that there is the main villain who is a not a nice man and tends to steal people's work and do nefarious things with.
I guess we could say he's a former business partner of Cole.
Hmm.
They built an empire together, but it took Cole a really long time to realize how this guy was building that empire,
Yeah,
and
on
then
his
realizing
side.
that on his side,
Yeah, it was
and that
not
he did
good.
not agree with that. And then you do find out, I don't think this is giving much away, but that the guy was supplying blood diamonds. And
Hmm.
Cole found that out and was like, oh, I'm really, really, really not okay with this. Which, hey,
Yeah,
good for him.
yeah, it's a really good thing. But the other part of that is a lot of people when that news gets out anyway, it ruins a business. So
Yeah, because
there was
that's a nobody wants to be involved with that.
yeah, ethically it was bad and financially it would have been bad too. So he got out when he could. And there was a mutual person that they knew that got
Yeah.
involved that was unfortunately
Mutual,
got
I
in
guess we could say a mutual designer that they both knew
got in the
very,
crosshairs.
very intimately. These two people knew her in
Hmm.
different degrees. They knew her
Yeah.
intimately.
And
And she got the crosshairs, and
and
she
that
did tragically die. And
hmm
there's some speculation there how, but that's,
that's the
she left
crux of
this
it.
collection behind, like the last bit of her work, and she was extremely famous and very unique in her design. And I guess the main point is them kind of fighting over this last collection of her art.
that that the concern, well, the thing is though, is that Ju- Julian is the main villain's name. He was I'll just say it, he was bastardizing her work, and
Yeah,
it was not good. And so Asher was trying his best to stop that and to
yeah,
bring,
because
but
he
also to bring
loved
a
it.
Sloane
Yeah,
who he recognized was great. So it was like really like three stones in one go instead of, what is it? What's the saying? I just blanked.
two birds, one stone.
Yeah, two birds, one stone. Sorry. So it's
So
three
three
birds.
birds, one
Three,
stone.
yeah, not the stones. Three birds, one stone. I'm doing well here. We're doing so well.
Three birds, one Sloane.
I mean, more like five Sloanes, one stone.
One
Yeah,
bird,
one bird.
maybe.
We're doing so well. Oh my gosh. Anyways,
Anyway,
so
I
that's the pretty much the synopsis of the story that we can give away without it revealing way too much, because it is a shorter story and I feel like you just
yeah,
need to read it and get your own value out of it. But for me personally, I would give this story a 3.8. If the jewelry was real, I would have given it a 4.5, but the jewelry's not real. So it's 3.8 for
and it
me.
was just a real bummer. I would
I
agree
know.
with that. And it's just, um, I
Oh.
really loved the couple's dynamic, Cole
Hmm.
and Sloane.
Hmm.
And I think I wanted a little bit more focus on that
Hmm.
than the
There,
villain.
yeah, that's true. Don't get us wrong. The spice
No.
level be spicing when it
Oh,
is spice.
so good. Their
I would
relationship, chef's kiss. Those
I
two
was thinking
together, chef's
four
kiss.
peppers. Would you say four peppers?
I would say four, yeah.
Yeah, four peppers, definitely.
I
I
mean,
mean,
let's
it's a
there
short
was an
book. There's a
intimate
lot
sleigh
happening
ride.
in, yeah, there's a lot happening in a very short time frame. So I would say four. Yeah, for sure. Four.
Yeah. But
So
plot wise, I would agree with a 3.8 just because
there we have more questions.
I had some more questions. Yeah.
So we'll just leave it at that. You guys go read the book, read the first book, then read the second book, and then do with
The
that what you
spice be
will.
spicing though.
But yeah.
And there was an extremely nice romantic sleigh ride through Stad.
Yes. So if
And
ideas,
a puppy. There's a
and
really cute puppy.
well, ideas for, if you want to hint to your significant other
Yes.
for a sleigh ride
For
around
for a
Christmas,
sleigh ride to in Stad, if you would like them to buy you.
or a sleigh ride that's local. I mean, you can find one.
I mean, honestly, I think my husband could afford to drag me around the yard in a sled. That would be my
That would be
Miss Lee
funny.
ride.
But
It
he
would
could,
be, honestly, we should probably do that. I
there
think
you
my
go.
neighbors would be like, what the heck?
Well,
Worth it.
you can just be like, it's
Worth
fine. It's
it.
Christmas. Don't be judgy. So,
I'll have him
but
dress up as a reindeer. It'll be fine.
there you go. That works. Please take pictures and send that to me if you do,
Absolutely.
because
If
I
I
have to
do
see
that,
that.
we will have to exhibit it on the podcast just for
Oh my,
that,
oh my
which I
gosh.
would do because I
Oh
love
my
him, but I
gosh.
will humiliate him publicly because I love him.
I don't know if we would go that far, but I definitely would want to see this. So, on
Yeah.
that note, before we get into some
Yeah.
interesting territory
Read it.
there,
It is a
it
good book. I liked
is a
this
very
one.
good book. Thank you guys for listening,
Thanks.
and until the next episode. Bye.
Bye.